Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when Ruto made his trip to the United States of America for a state visit, one of the India media house exposed him because the issue was that this man is overtaxing his own people back in Kenya. But when you check on how he's spending these taxes, it is extravagant. For example, hiring a chartered business flight that is going to cost a taxpayers 200 million just for to and from visit. Whereas we could have just used Kenya Airways, KQ, and sit in business class. Then in that way you are marketing KQ rather than marketing other business. And that is what made that journalist to say that when it moves, Ruto tax. Anything that Ruto will see it is making money, he will come for it and tax it. And then we are here again. Yesterday I was out of the studio on other issues. Then one of my friends, who is also a content creator, informed me of what was going on. So it emerged that Kenyan content creators were sent email by KFCB for airing out their videos without having filming license. Some top content creators in this country got the email. So the email is demanding, the demand was issued by KFCB acting CEO Pascal Opio, and they are requiring for two things to these content creators. Number one, first of all, you obtain filming license for your content. If you don't have that filming license, you should not air any content. Number two, submit your videos to KFCB for examination and classification before sharing them on YouTube for public consumption. Two things. With the first one, we can understand they're looking for money. But with the second one, what are you trying to do? Do you want to kill this industry, or what is that? So that's what they're asking for. So, first of all, what comes to your mind is tax. So, when it moves, Ruto, tax. But secondly, there is some kind of interference that you submit your content there. They have to go through it, then they classify it, they see kama iko sawa, wakubali, you air it. If not, how many content creators do we have in Kenya? How many, and how possible is this? Above all, Eric Omondi responded to this on Plug TV when he was asked a question as far as this move is concerned. And this is Eric Omondi's reaction on this.
You do not run YouTube. It is run by Google. It is none of your business. He see film in the interview. So you kwa YouTube. Yeah. When the film classification board, my movies, ama ni define.
Film classification board. They're actually saying any audio-visual content shared on Facebook, YouTube, all over social media within Kenya, they're supposed to be regulated by the KFCB. Well, Pia, I know you have not been spared. Perhaps you're going to receive this letter, Pia.
Hawezi nitumia, hawezi wajaribu kani wanaume. Nitumia recommend barua, wananijua vizuri sana. Wananiogopa huko sana, wanajua vitu nilifanya huko ndani. They can never contact me. And me, I'm advising them to call young people on Monday. Hizi vitu, na hizi ma MCSK, KFCB, CRE, GHC, ACM, hizi baniwe zote. Wezi, they are thieves, conmen. Calligraph anatumianga pesa ngapi? Na MCSK? Wewe unajua mna postingi?
Najua.
Wanatumianga pesa ngapi? Peanuts, 1,200. Thieves, conmen. Now we'll disband all of them. We'll ban all of it. Wasinitumia hiyo ujinga. They cannot send me that. Wanatumia hao nini? Hao watu wametumiwa. Akina Terence na nini.
Do you feel maybe these content creators is high time now muungane mjue venye muta solution ile jambo?
Wajaribu. Leo tarehe ngapi?
Leo tarehe 24.
Friday. So ile Friday wiki itapita. Ile Friday nyingine ndio 14 days. Na ngoja kuona watafanya nini. What will they do plan after 14 days?
Take legal actions against all these people who are publishing.
What is legal action?
Maybe.
Do they own YouTube? Who owns YouTube? Is it
Google.
Kenyan?
Google.
It's owned by Google.
Yeah.
There are stipulations, regulations when you join YouTube. Unaambia, do you accept? Na accept. We have a contract with Google, not with KFCB. Unaibia watoto wa watu wenye wanajitafutia pesa. Eric Omondi will not accept it. And you, Mr. Opio, kitemo. Tibro neno kumabro timre nini. Ibro rumo kabisa. Personally, I will deal with KFCB. Individually. Hata kina Blessed Jogosho watulie. Na ngoja 14 days. So you know how we do it? Waulize Ezekiel Mutua. Hakuna kuunite. Wewe endeleni na YouTube bana. Wewe mtafute pesa, muachie Eric Omondi. I will deal with them scathingly. Ai, bro, lazima tufike mali pia tukatae bwana.
Now, we are wondering that before YouTube will allow you to go into partner program to monetize your videos, you will go through the process. You register everything. They will even require you to give your KRA PIN. Then Ruto came in with 5%. Of course, they are taxing 5%. They were looking for 15%. But because of the too much noise Eric Omondi made some time back with other content creators and the Kenyans at large, it was reduced to 5%. So you already have 5%. Again, we don't have a contract. YouTube does not have contract with Kenya. It's Google. As Eric Omondi is putting that. So what are you asking for? What are you asking for? So is it not enough? You need more. Now, with this move, we are seeing William Ruto in America and even when he's back here, he's talking about, helping Kenyans to grow on a creativity industry. Creative. That you can be self-employed in your own way and you earn a living. But then, with the move that they are now bringing in here, with all this blockage and demand they are putting on content creators, it becomes hectic. And above all, you are literally stopping these people from producing. So those who survive on YouTube, it is dangerous with this move. They are pulling you back. And you look at the demand that they're asking too much, licensing. Is it 15,000, 12,000? Kuna watu wanakaa YouTube. Ile pesa unatengeneza yote. Labda ni 20 ama 15 wanauliza. So they're asking like everything from you. That when you want to film, ukipeleka filming ukifanya video ya 3 hours, 1,000. Unalipa. So imagine, on an entire day, if you're making 500, you should look for other extra coin to add on that so that you give them. So you end up remaining with nothing. Or if you're making 2,000, kwa wale wakubwa, ama zile pesa wanatengeneza kule ni sawa. But it's like, they are coming for more. That is it. When it moves, Ruto taxes. That is it. And some individuals were reacting on this also, that what they're looking for actually it is taxes. But in these taxes, are you destroying? Because we have seen how Kenya Kwanza government is killing even business in this country, whereby you have a stock of 100,000. Then maybe you fail to pay, to get license on time or pay. Then they come and put a fine of 50,000 on you. biashara ya 100,000. Ukilipa hiyo fine ungali na pesa nyingine ya kufanya biashara. That's how they kill you. So they kill your shop, then tomorrow you are not operating anymore. Watapata wapi ushuru? As you kill YouTubers and content creators, they will die tomorrow, you will get more money. What about the other day, the following day? Utapata wapi hizi pesa? You will not get, but they're determined. So after this too much noise later, there was a change after KFCB chair, Njoguna, is it Njogu wa Njoroge? He further went on to cancel the filming license requirement and now is focusing on supporting the content creators. So he's no longer going to be restricted. He's now coming in to say that now they're planning to support content creators. They will not require to go through those two demands, filming license and then submitting your videos to for classification. But now look at that move. Don't sit pretty and say that now things are okay. No. These people are testing how deep is the water. They are testing how deep is the water. But above all, so many questions. Does it mean that Kenyans will not, because kuna wale tu watu wa kawaida, you would want to share videos or photos from wherever you are, or you have an event, maybe on Facebook, all those accounts you have, or apps. So you will need to pay. With this one, you are also tampering with the freedom of expression, that you can't express yourself freely. That is it. They're tampering with that. So it is even against our constitution that you can't speak. Mambo ya technology ilikuja, we have to accept and move with the speed to catch with time. Sijawahi sikia nchi nyingine inasema mambo kama haya. Ruto is worse than Museveni. Kama watu wanasema Museveni ni mbaya, basi Ruto ni mbaya zaidi. Naweza sema hivyo. And the other issue that is emerging is that the focus, when you talk about the second demand, submission of your videos to KFCB for examination and classification before sharing. What are you examining? Hata YouTube imeweka pale rules and regulations without kufanya content. It's not easy. Kuna some of this content you can't just share. Itakuwa blocked, and saa zingine usipokuwa careful, your channel will be brought down. Hii ni nini wanataka to examine? It is coming to their mind that many of these content creators do not support this government because of how they are behaving. Now, if you go to those who are political commentators kama sisi hapa, we do political commentating. Kuna political analysts wako huku nje. Most of this analysis do not favor this regime. So do they want to control that? Then there's a possibility. Of course, yes, they want to control. So that before you share what you want to share, they should have gone through it. Waone kama watakubali upige serikali vita ama nini. So, Ruto is worse than Moi, if Moi was not good. We have seen comedians, they are criticizing the government nowadays. But one thing we should ask Kenyans, and by the way, these celebrities na watu wengine, kupiga kura ni kwa muhimu sana. Next time, we should vote. Most of the celebrities do not vote. Wanakuanga busy eti wajali serikali. Today the government is coming for you. Next time, let us vote. Ukienda kupiga kura, record a video there. Let people know that you are voting, so that you encourage your viewers, subscribers, and followers to go and do justice on ballot. Encourage people to go and vote, so that we vote in the right people who will not come with such kind of, punitive policies that will kill us, that will finish us, that will make it so hard for us to survive. Kuna wale tu wako 100% on YouTube, wana survive kwa YouTube with that small thing they get there. So nikishapeana content yangu kwa classified kwa nini, kwa KFCB, how long would they take to examine my content before they allow it to be released? Na hapa unatoa video haraka, inafai kwa mtandao, timely. Because if I produce today, then you are releasing it after months, because we are so many. That means itakuwa imepitwa na wakati. We will be living in past tense, not future tense. Too backward.